Most people wait until retirement to even start thinking about income. I'm building income before retirement, and this $1,000 account is exactly why. Now, you guys know if you've been watching my channel, this is not my main brokerage account at all, and I have multiple different brokerage accounts. This isn't about getting rich fast. It's about building stress-free cash flow before I ever actually stop working and before I actually retire. Quick disclaimer before we get into it, this video is for educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm simply just sharing what I'm personally doing in my own accounts and things that I'm trying. Always do your own research before investing. Now, let's talk about why this account actually even exists in the first place and why we just started it. So you guys know I'm an active duty military officer, and in about 3 years, I'll be retiring right around my 24, 25 year mark. I'll have a pension, I'll have VA disability, but there's going to be a gap from my retirement age of 43, 44 until age 60 before I can access my TSP, my Roth IRA, my wife's Roth IRA, my self-employed 401k, and any other retirement accounts that I have. This account exists to bridge that gap with income and not hope. Why it's a separate brokerage account? That's probably a question you have. Well, this account is completely separate from my main brokerage or my themes brokerage or any of my other accounts for a reason. My main account is for growth. This account has one job, and that job is income. Separating accounts prevents emotional decisions and keeps my goals clear, at least in my opinion. Money behaves better when it has rules. That's just something that I've always believed, and it makes it easier for me to track. Let's talk about why I started with $1,000. I intentionally started this account with $1,000 for specific reasons. If you can't manage consistency at $1,000, you won't magically handle it at $100,000. This is about habits and discipline and understanding cash flow, all the things that I talk about in my other videos, not about the size of the account. We'll talk about the ETFs that I currently own in it, and this is not all of them that I plan to have in here. This account is built for balance, not max yield, not hype. I plan to add another 5 or 10 ETFs to this account as we grow. SCHD, the foundation, it's high quality US companies with strong dividend discipline. I've got DGRO in there, which is dividend growth to protect purchasing power long term. I've got HDV in there, and that's stability from established cash producing companies. I have JEPI. A lot of people know about that one. That's just a monthly income layer using an options based strategy. My all time favorite, QQQI, it's income tied to the NASDAQ 100. Tech exposure without relying on price growth. You guys know I love tech. I'm heavy into investing into that. And then we've got SPYI and TSPY, which is S&P 500 based income strategies for diversification and consistency. And then I've got AIPI, which is smaller experimental position tied to like AI related income strategies, limited allocation, high learning value, things like that. Now let's talk about the dividend planned until I actually retired from the military. Now, every dividend is going to be reinvested. I'm not going to spend that money. I'm not going to use it for any of my monthly bills or anything like that. I'm not going to withdraw it. The compounding now is going to create freedom later, like I talk about all the time. I don't live off of any of my investments right now. My goal for this account is $2,000 a month in income in retirement. Now, that'll be $2,000 a month in dividends. That's going to stack with my pension, my VA disability, and it's going to remove pressure from my actual growth accounts. So hopefully I don't have to withdraw any from them and can let them just continue to grow. That's how you buy flexibility long term. Now this is just episode 1 of a full series that I'm making for this account. I'm going to share monthly updates with you guys that covers contributions, dividends, wins, mistakes, all of it. If you're building wealth the smart way, hit the subscribe button, comment below. Are you focused on growth, income, or both? You guys know that I am focused on everything. I've got my growth accounts, I've got my retirement accounts, I've got fun accounts like themes investing. I now have this dividend income account, and I'm going to show it to you guys all here every step of the way until my overall portfolio size hits $1 million.